Janet. Try it like it created. And today we're going to be using etchall. And I have a pie plate here in front of me. And what we're going to do is test it to see if this glass will in fact etch. Now this is an Anchor Hocking pie plate. So what I'm going to do first is bring in my rubbing alcohol, and I'm going to spray all over the bottom of this surface because that's the part I want to etch. And I'm going to clean off with rubbing alcohol. Now I just have a dry baby wipe here. You could use a paper towel, a cloth, whatever works. Now I had used kind of an oily substance. I'll show you. I used the best cleaner ever to remove the label. The label was quite stubborn. And so I used that on this pie plate, and so it's going to leave kind of a greasy spot behind. So I'm going to just double check to make sure everything here is dry, and then we're going to check to see if my glass will etch. I have another post that I will link to that shows you a project that didn't etch for me, and that there are different types of glass out there that does not etch, and I don't know if this pie plate will be one of them. So we're just going to give it a test. I'm going to open up my etchall cream, and you can see here I'm working on a plastic bag, and the reason I'm doing that is my table is covered with a glass mat, and of course it will etch if I put etching cream or get etching cream on it. So I'm just using one of these micro swabs, and I am just going to touch a little dot right to the surface. And now I just need to wait 15 minutes. One of the nice things about etchall is that there is no scent, and it is a reusable product. So when you are done testing it, you can just scrape up the excess and put it back in your jar. So your cream is going to go, for a very long time for you because you can reuse it. And the fact that it doesn't smell is also a really nice thing, that you don't have to worry about airing out the area that you're working in. So I'll be back in 15 minutes to show you whether or not this plate will etch. So it's been 15 minutes and my dot is almost dry, actually, because it's just such a small amount. The next step you want to do is then take it to the sink and wash it. Since this is a small dot, I am just going to use water on it to clean it off, and another dry baby wipe. And so let's rub on there. And then we just need to wait for it to dry a little bit. But from what I am seeing, I don't think this is going to be able to be etched, because I am not seeing anything whatsoever happening on this glass. But in doing that, what it has shown me is that I am not going to be wasting my vinyl. I am not going to be wasting any of my etching cream on here, and I am not wasting any of my time because I've tested the glass out to see if it will in fact etch. And what I am seeing there is a really subtle little dot, but I really don't think that it's going to work well enough to etch. So that's how you would test to see if your glass can be etched before you go any further with your project.